Hi everybody, this is the helper video for CR number 23's extended response, and it says graph the following equations on the coordinate grid to the right and answer the questions below. Well, you all know how to graph an equation that is set up in the y equals mx plus b format, and we have y equals x plus 3. So the only thing you have to remember is this piece right here is always your y-intercept, and I'm just going to go ahead and abbreviate just for you to remember. And right now it looks like there's nothing in front of the x, but remember when there is nothing in front of the x, that means there's always a coefficient of 1. So my slope, or m, that's the letter that stands for slope, is 1. But we like our slope to be a fraction, because it's rise over run. So just remember, if we have a slope of 1, we just put that over 1 in order to make it into a rise over run slope format. So because my y-intercept is 3, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put 3 on my grid as my starting point. Then my slope, because it is 1, I'm going to go ahead and realize that a positive 1 slope means I go up 1 and then to the right 1. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to make these dots a little bit bigger. Hold on. There we go. Up 1 to the right 1. Up 1 to the right 1, up 1 to the right 1. You're going to do this all the way across your page when you go ahead and do your graphing. And going up 1 to the right 1 is the same as going down 1 and to the left 1. So down 1 and to the left 1 all the way across the page. This is also a great way of doing it. Sorry about the bell in the background. There we go. Now that I have my graph, I'm going to go ahead and do a straight line. There we go, and there's my graph of that line. Perfect. Okay, the only thing you have to remember is to put your arrows on the end, and I know mine look a little fat right now, but that's because I changed my marker, and then I am done with that. Now, in the text box, I'm going to go ahead and put what the y-intercept is, which we've already identified as 3. And our slope is 1, which we've already identified that as well, and it's a positive 1. So we are done with that one. Now the only other piece you need to do is you need to have a text box, or you can go ahead and write the equation on the line. And for this one, the equation is y equals x plus 3. So I'm going to put that on the line. Now I'm completely done with that. Now I'm going to look at number 2. Number 2 says y equals negative x minus 1. I'm going to go ahead and change colors on my graph. I'm going to go ahead and do a purple. That'll be easier to see. My y-intercept is always this number here. It's the second number, so it's negative 1. And my slope, even though there's nothing in front, there's a negative sign, but remember your slope is always a coefficient of 1 if there's not a number in front of the x. So right now my slope is negative 1 because there's a negative sign there. I like to make my slope into a fraction because it's rise over run. So with my y-intercept being negative 1, I'm going to go ahead and start at negative 1 with my first point. And my slope being negative 1, that means I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1. Because remember, negative slopes go downhill. So here we go, down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1, down 1 to the right 1, all the way across the page. And that's the same as going up 1 and to the left 1, up 1 and to the left 1, up 1 and to the left 1, up 1 to the left 1, etc., all the way across the page. Then you're going to go ahead and you are going to take your line and make sure it's the same color. You're going to connect your points in a nice straight line. Always remember at either end, you are going to go ahead and put some arrows in. So there's my arrow there, and here's my arrow there. And then, of course, you're going to write the equation on the line. So this one's going to be y equals negative x minus 1. There we go. All right, so now I have both of my equations, and my lines are drawn. Now it says, what do you notice about the two graphs? Well, what I'm noticing is that these two graphs actually intersect. So where do they intersect? I'm sure you can all see it. They intersect right here at this point. It actually changed to the color blue. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. What do I notice about the two graphs? The two graphs intersect. And all that means is that they come in contact in one area or they cross each other. And what is their point of intersection? Now is when I need to type in an ordered pair. So remember, an ordered pair has parentheses. And if I look at the ordered pair of where they meet, it is at -2, 1. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Bam, there we go. That is my point of intersection. And later on, you're going to learn that is the solution of this system of equations. All right, good luck with yours.